Suspense.
Annuncio vobis gaudium magnum. Habemus papam. Eminentissimum, ac reverendissimum Dominum, Dominum Robertum Franciscum, Sancte Romane Ecclesiae, Cardinalem Prevost, qui sibi nomen imposuit Leonem XIV.
So the Pope is Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost, who's taken the name of Leo XIV, Pope Leo XIV. Cardinal Prevost is an American, and he spent most of his ministry in Latin America, in Peru, and also in Paraguay. And he's an Augustinian father. He was the provincial in Latin America, and then became the Bishop of Chiclayo in Peru. And he then is also he became the Superior General of the Augustinian Fathers as well. He's now he's been the prefect of the dicastery for bishops.
We see the cardinal electors there appear as well, with this joy and their smiles on their face.
A great joy indeed, and well, it wasn't one of those papabulas, so to say. What a great joy!
It's a wonderful joy, and he's from Chicago,
Yes,
Illinois.
Chicago.
Okay,
An American.
An American.
Yes.
And
an American. I think that's a historic moment.
For
It
sure.
is truly, truly historic.
And you can see all the cardinals on the different
Yes,
balconies
on the
there.
different
For our radio
balconies.
listeners, you may not be able to see this, of course, but they're appearing on all the balconies to the left and right of the central balcony there. All of them clearly standing out with their red vestments and smiles. And
waiting to again, for all of us to greet this new Pope as
To
well,
greet the new Pope.
which now we know his name.
Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost, Augustinian,
Amazing.
and has served as prefect of the dicastery for bishops. A native of Chicago, Illinois, in the United States.
Wow. And so, as we said before, you saw all the flags and everything out in the
Yes.
square, and now all the Americans are holding their flags.
Indeed.
Imagine, yeah.
It's a historic
and
moment.
the
Who would have
Peruvians
imagined?
too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Because he
It's-
spent
that's
most of his ministry in Peru.
Yeah, and that's a
Yes.
special thing, So he has a
This
connection with
missionary
multiple.
experience
Exactly.
and this
Yes.
Exactly.
continuation of evangelization
Mhm.
mission of the church.
The priority, yeah. So you can see still they're like little pockets of red where all the
Yes.
cardinals are standing on the
Yeah.
balconies.
And from our Vati drone footage, and seeing it from above there, it's a unique view perched above in front of the facade and looking down at them as they're on the balconies there, awaiting now as the new Pope, as we mentioned there, Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost, and Pope Leo
14.
the 14th.
Yes.
Pope Leo the
Pope
fourth-
Leo
Yes.
the 14th.
the 14th.
Of course, leads the great social reforming Pope for
He
us.
was
so,
the great social reformer.
Yeah, and he died in 1903, so still fairly recent in the
Yes,
grand scheme
yes.
of
Was
things.
Pope Leo the one with the
exactly.
There you go,
And
good
then-
memory.
yes.
from my seminary days?
And then his successors wrote other encyclicals every 40 years afterwards.
So he started like a
on the
trend.
social, yes, and it's really one of the constitutions of Catholic social ministry and
And
Catholic
probably I
social
would say
doctrine.
a pope needed for our times with all the social challenges the world
Yes,
has
yes.
today.
Yes.
Uh,
and he's relatively young, 69 years old, born on
Yes.
the 14th of September, 1955, as we mentioned, in Chicago, Illinois, and so 69.
Well, and Father Paul, as you were just saying, I agree, and maybe Father Bob, you can really stress this point because you work in social
Dicastery
community,
for Rural
exactly.
Integral human
And so
development.
this
yes.
is an important aspect
Yes.
of the church.
Yes.
The
yes.
Catholic social, the
Yes.
Catholic, Catholic social teaching, I
Yes.
think, is important,
Very.
and it's often called the untold story of the church,
Yes.
or perhaps the hidden secret of the church, and it has so much, and
Yes.
there's a lot of development.
And was one of the needs discussed by the cardinals during their congregations
Exactly.
this last week too. So.
Exactly.
Oh, there we
Ah,
see the
there's
the
American flag.
There's a U.S. flag there. People are thrilled about this.
Yeah, and
And it's-
there's quite a number of American students.
Oh, yes.
Dr. O'Donnell was here, and he was going to be in the square with his American students. So you can imagine them
What a
Oh,
cheering.
treat.
yes.
It'll be a treat for them, indeed. Yes.
I can imagine the scene. The house I live behind is the Basilica of St. Augustine, where we have also the tomb of St. Monica.
Yes.
There.
Yes.
So it must be
Beautiful
a great day
church,
for all
yeah.
the Augustinians there.
Yes.
Yeah, very special day.
Yes.
Indeed, he. Looking at his biography in going back to more recent history, 1999, he was elected the provincial prior of the Mother of Good Counsel province in Chicago of the Augustinians, and after 2.5 years, the ordinary general chapter elected him prior general of the order of the OSAs. Ministry again entrusted to him in 2007 at their ordinary general chapter. And reading here, in October 2013, he returned to his province of Chicago to serve as teacher of the professed and provincial. He served as, and then, let's see, his roles there. And 3rd of November 2014, when Pope Francis appointed him apostolic administrator of the Diocese of Chiclayo in Peru, where he served many years, and he was made a bishop there. And served there for many years. And then in March 2018, he became second vice president of the Peruvian Episcopal Conference. So working as a missionary there, a missionary bishop as well in Peru. Here we're seeing these beautiful shots of the
Yes.
Vati drone there
Cardinals, yes.
of at the same level almost of those balconies, and all the cardinals kind of crowded in those balconies.
And they look like they have the same anticipation that we
Right.
do.
exactly,
Exactly.
exactly. Any moment now, Pope Leo the 14th will be
Pope
appearing.
Leo the 14th.
Amazing.
Will be appearing from that balcony.
Pope
Well, and-
Leo the 14th.
Looking again at his predecessor, well, the person he took the name from before, Leo the 13th, he actually, Pope Leo the 13th had the third longest papacy, well, verified papacy that we know of, behind Peter, the apostle, and then John Paul II. So one from way back in church history and one from our very recent history.
Long
it-
live the Pope.
Exactly. No, and even on the screen now you can see the lampposts in St. Peter's Square.
Anything to get a
Great.
better-
That's just trying to get a good view of the new Pope.
And there we have the cardinals. These are the cardinal electors, right?
Right. The ones that helped make this decision.
Yes.
Which, since we had 133 then we had to have a majority of 89
89.
cardinal electors to or cardinal.
I found intriguing the fact that the vote system chapel, the last.
Right.
So whatever you decide, that's responsibility.
Well, and before you came in, Father Paul, Dr. Lislev was talking about the Pauline Chapel, and that's where the new Pope now, Pope Leo the 14th, when he will walk down this hallway in the chapel, and at the end of the chapel is an image of Peter crucified upside down, but the artist turned his head so that when the new pope is walking down the hallway, Peter's eyes are following
Here
him
we
up.
are.
There we are.
Pope Leo XIV is now
Pope Leo
appearing,
the 14th.
coming to the central loggia of the basilica.
Very special moment.
Very special moment.
And, here he is. There he is, Card.
And the applause going up, the greeting, the waving,
Big
the
smiles.
smiles.
Amazing.
And Dr. Liz Love was also talking about the symbolism of the red
Yeah.
that he's wearing. You know, it is a sacrificial role, and that is the symbol of the cloth that he's wearing right now.
And we see this beautiful close-up view from the side there, at the same level as the loggia. Pope Leo XIV,
Pope Leo the 14th.
amazing, smiling,
A smiling
and
Pope, yes.
you can see who wouldn't be taken by the moment and
I think going
overcome
through
with
his
emotion.
mind, the weight of
Yeah.
this responsibility.
oh yeah, you can see it on his face.
You can
Oh,
see it on his
absolutely.
face.
Amazing.
After this, you're never the same person.
No.
And we're hearing the bands below, the mutual salute of the anthems, the hymns, Vatican hymn and the Italian national anthem, as we do traditionally at the Easter and Christmas, as we've mentioned.
And after this, now Pope Leo XIV, he will give a greeting and impart his first apostolic blessing, the Urbi et Orbi, to the city and to the whole world.
So that blessing extends to everyone who is watching, everyone who is listening, your family, wherever you are. It's a great moment to prepare ourselves for this first blessing.
It's most solemn blessing. You can just feel and see the emotion on his face.
Yeah.
And the crowds there gathered in St. Peter's Square, still arriving, we're being told, from the avenues surrounding the Vatican there, the streets and the...
So just getting messages here. Congratulations. God bless the Pope. And you can hear the square.
Long live the Pope. Viva il
Yeah.
Papa. Viva il Papa.
Viva el Papa.
And we're all silent now, awaiting his first words.
La pace sia con tutti voi. Sorelle carissimi, questo è il primo saluto del Cristo risorto, il buon pastore che ha dato la vita per il gregge di Dio. Anch'io vorrei che questo saluto di pace entrasse nel vostro cuore, raggiungesse le vostre famiglie, a tutte le persone, ovunque siano, a tutti i popoli, a tutta la terra. La pace sia con voi.
We're just hearing the first words of Pope Leo XIV. As he continues, we'll provide a summary here in just a moment as we listen to his words. He's asked everyone to, brothers,
Questa è la pace di Cristo risorto.
this is the peace
Una
of the risen
pace
Christ,
disarmata e una pace disarmante,
a peace that
umile
is
e
persevering.
proviene da Dio.
It comes from
Dio
God,
che ci ama a tutti
God who loves all of us
incondizionalmente.
without any limits and conditions.
Ancora conserviamo nei nostri orecchi
And
quella voce debole ma sempre
And we still have
coraggiosa
the
di
sound in
Papa
our ears of that,
Francesco,
the weak
che
voice of Pope
benediva
Francis,
Roma.
who was blessing Rome here. We have that fresh in our minds, in our hearts, in our ears, hearing his
Il
voice,
Papa che benediva Roma,
the Pope who was
dava
blessing
la sua
Rome,
benedizione al mondo
giving his blessing
intero
to the world
quella mattina del giorno di
on
Pasqua.
that morning, on that.
Sentitemi di dar seguito a quella stessa benedizione.
Allow me to continue
Dio
that
ci vuole
same
bene.
blessing.
Dio vi ama tutti.
God loves
E il
everyone.
male non prevarrà.
Evil will not
Siamo
prevail.
tutti nelle mani di
We
Dio.
are all in the hands of God.
Pertanto, senza paura,
So without fear,
uniti,
united,
mano nella mano con Dio
hand in
e tra
hand,
di noi,
with God and among
andiamo
ourselves,
avanti.
we go forward.
Siamo discepoli di Cristo.
We are disciples of Christ.
Cristo ci precede.
Christ goes before us.
Il mondo ha bisogno della sua luce.
The world needs his light.
L'umanità necessita di Lui come
Humanity
il ponte
needs
per
him.
essere raggiunta da Dio e dal suo amore.
But as the bridge between God and his love,
Aiutateci anche voi, gli uni gli altri, a costruire i ponti
may we all
con il
build
dialogo, con
bridges
l'incontro,
with dialogue and
unendoci
encounter,
tutti per essere un solo
so that we
popolo,
can all be
sempre in pace.
one people, all in peace.
Grazie a Papa Francesco.
Thank you, Pope Francis, for all you've done. We're hearing the first words here of Pope Leo XIV, just elected Pope.
Voglio ringraziare anche tutti i confratelli cardinali
I'd like to also
che
thank my
hanno
brother cardinals
scelto me
who chose
per essere
me to
successore di
be
Pietro,
the successor
di
of Peter
camminare insieme a voi
and to
come Chiesa
walk along
unita,
with you,
cercando sempre la pace, la giustizia,
searching all together
cercando
for peace and
sempre
justice,
lavorare come uomini
and
e
working
donne
together,
fedeli a Gesù Cristo,
men and women faithful
senza
to Christ,
paura,
without
per
fear,
proclamare
to
il
pro-
Vangelo.
to be missionaries. Pope Leo offering these initial words, which we're just translating on the fly here.
Un figlio di Sant'Agostino
I'm a son of Saint
Agostiniano.
Augustine,
che ha detto: con voi sono cristiano
who
e
said,
per voi vescovo.
with
In
you I am a
questo
Christian,
senso
and for you
possiamo
I am a bishop.
tutti camminare
So
insieme
may we all
verso quella
walk
patria
together towards that,
la quale Dio ci ha preparato.
to the place that God has prepared for us. May we walk
Alla
together, accompany each
Chiesa
other. To the Church
Di Roma,
of Rome,
un saluto speciale.
a special greeting. As Bishop of Rome, of course, a special greeting.
Dobbiamo cercare insieme come essere una
We've gotta
chiesa missionaria.
Look at how we can together be
Una
a missionary
chiesa che
church,
costruisce i ponti,
a church
di
that builds
dialogo,
bridges,
sempre aperta a ricevere,
that
come
is,
questa
that is always
piazza con
open
le braccia
to
aperte,
receive
a tutti,
everyone,
tutti coloro
just
che
like
hanno
in this
bisogno
square, to receive
della
everyone,
nostra carità,
to welcome
la nostra
everyone,
presenza,
our
il
charity,
dialogo, l'amore.
our dialogue and love.
Y se me permiten también una palabra, un saludo
And now, please allow me here
a
to
todos aquellos, y en modo particular a mi querida diócesis de Chiclayo en el Perú.
So to all of you,